lives are we going to lose before we start listening and reasoning with each other? And what else needs to happen before we get to a point where we forget about whether it's politics or whatever the issues are and focus really on the questions that we are being asked at this particular time? Why must it be that when people ask questions, they are met with either a different attitude, or they are met with violence and so on and so forth? Yet they are basically asking questions, and they're not saying things that are alien to us. They're saying that things that we know and we ought to relate to in an effective manner. So my view is, I've observed this for the bit that I could, and listened very carefully, tried to spend most of the time, glued to screens, to YouTube, looking at what was going on. I mean, I've literally spent my day on this particular, and it's because the Gen Z said it's going to be their day. They don't need politicians on the streets and so on. So we have been glued, observing what was happening today. You can hardly do anything. There's nothing you can do when the country is in a situation where it is. We are all on tenterhooks. We don't know what is going to happen. And the level of destruction and violence we have seen across the country, honestly, what is it going to take for us to listen, for our leaders to get to a point where they say, let us listen and reason with each other? And yet, you see, if this is not conclusively and properly addressed, this round is not going to come to an end. We are going to continue dealing with each other in this kind of manner, all the time. I believe that there must come a time in the life of our country when nothing matters but the country. Nothing matters but the stability of the country. Nothing matters but the stability and the satisfaction of the people of that particular country. And for Kenya, for us now, that is the time. Let's for once focus on the issues that this